Oh, this is a weird filter right here. Hang on. I don't know how I ended up touching that. Hang on. There we go. So I wanted to give you guys a moment to come on here, and I haven't done a live in for like ever for you guys, but I really had something I wanted to talk about today. I don't have a ton of time, but I have enough time to talk about this. So it's a really important thing because I feel like, I just had I think some of you guys saw my post, and I felt like I had a lot of stuck and settling energy recently, and then I've been hearing from so many other people how right now they're feeling frustrated or a little bit stuck in their business or your life, but because hey, I'm a psychic business advisor, we're going to talk about business right now, but the thing is, energetically, there's a lot going on, kind of a lot of things in the collective, and you don't have to continue to stay in that feeling of being stuck. So let me know too. I know there's not many of you on, but you can let me know in the replay too if you've been experiencing this as well. Because the number one thing that happens when we start to either fall back into an old pattern where we notice like things that we thought we had moved through are starting to, come up, or income, like we have a lower income month, or we're starting to have like drama, for, with our clients or employees, or, just things are not working out the way that you want them to work out. The first key is to notice that you're probably really attached and have expectations of the way things should be. So the first thing that, really starts happening is we start to argue with the way things are, and we get upset about it or frustrated or irritated. I've definitely, done that as well. And, oh, cool. Hope says she just did it. She's a relationship coach. She did a brief discussion about assumptions. Yeah. So, if you have an attachment to the way that you think things are supposed to be, and then things aren't looking like that, that leads to a lot of frustration. It actually doesn't allow you to have that breakthrough and move things forward. So the first thing is to just kind of release all attachment to the way that you think it should be, and be willing to explore what's going on for you. So, it's easy to blame the outside circumstances or fall into victim mode, but really, if there's a pattern going on, it's us creating it. We're creating that from within, whether it looks like it or not, right? So it's to really do the inner work and get into the mindset and say, what is it that I'm kind of believing? And sometimes it's just like sort of the pattern, like something will throw you off, right? Like you have, I don't know, like some payments that haven't gone through or something like that, and then it pulls you into your old money thing or whatever, right? So the key is not to focus too much on the way that current circumstances are, but to really still keep your vision of the way you want things to be, and to continuously take actions that lead you there, right? So to notice if, if you're self-sabotaging or there's things getting in your way, you have to take a look and really do the inner work and say, okay, so, in my, for my own example, so, I was coming into like a lot of frustration in the last, month or so, and a lot of it has actually shifted. So a lot of it was the stuff around my team, and now they're amazing. Like a couple things shifted, and honestly, I didn't have to take an action around it. It had to be an internal shift. I tried a lot of actions and tried to force it to change, and, got to a point where I just sort of let it go and just set an intention, and all of a sudden things shifted. So it was an internal shift that I almost didn't believe was even possible if it hadn't happened. But, that was definitely something that was continuously happening. So you might notice this in your life. I'm still working through one other thing that I'm actually still feeling like I'm too attached on. So that shifted. Any area, like, with my relationship, it's all come to the next level. Like my husband and I, we do have a really great relationship, but I felt like I wasn't putting the effort into it that I could have been. And, then I was feeling guilty about it, and that wasn't serving me. So I just really shifted the energy around it and was like, I'm going to show up to the best of my ability when I'm there. And that shifted. So all of those things shifted. There's still one area that I'm currently working on. It doesn't have to do with my business, but it's in my life. So that was something like today, I just pretty much like released attachment. So I'll tell you guys what it is. So basically I'm selling one of my horses. I'm looking to sell one of my horses, and then to get another horse, because the most horses I can, handle is 3 horses, which is a lot of horses. But I want to sell the one horse so that I can purchase, another horse that better suits, what I like to do and the level of riding that I'm at now. And so I put them up for sale in April, and I don't know, I just, I had an assumption that it would take a certain amount of time, and then, there was like drama around it, and I got really frustrated with it, like to the point where I was obsessing over what, the current circumstances are, as opposed to what I really want to happen. So this is the area that I'm now focusing on, releasing attachment to it, and just, living like he's already sold, and then just staying open to all possibilities of, what comes in, and not being so like, oh my God, it's going to happen now. So that's, that's where I'm moving with that. And I have a good feeling that this is going to definitely lead to a much more positive outcome than the way I was doing it. So that's the same thing that I, do in my business when things start to, feel stuck or not fresh, or there's patterns of like drama. You have to go there and see like, where am I attached? Where am I expecting certain things? What actions am I taking that aren't really serving me? What is a new and fresh action that I could take? Because if you're doing the same thing over and over and over and it's not getting the results, try something new. Try something outside your comfort zone. If you've never had the result that you're looking for next, then you want to do something you've never done before, because, to have a new life, you need to be a new person. So a lot of it is just stepping into the person that you have to be to have that result. And if it's like a sense of disappointment, like you had a great month and then it's a little slower month, notice where old self-sabotage might be coming in. Notice where old beliefs, like I don't deserve this. Those are the places to really work on. And then, continue to bring in those more empowering beliefs and the more empowering behaviors that are going to get you to the next level. It does take, what we found, Sherry and I have our M5 method, right? Like that's been the most powerful thing that we've ever implemented and that our clients have ever implemented for consistent, really high income months. But until, which it's a 5-step process. You guys are going to learn more about it. We're going to start sharing a lot more about it as well. But you need to have something like the M5 method in place for you to be able to continually replicate and grow your business and, get more and more success. So that's the other thing to look at too. If you don't have a solid platform or a solid foundation that you're building things on, that could also be the reason that you're continuously feeling stuck, or it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It could be just your expectations and you do have the things in place and you just kind of created some new drama, which was what we were talking about earlier. But it might just be that you don't have what you need in place and a reliable system that you're utilizing to get there. And, with the M5 method, actually, one of the biggest pieces of it is magic, which is, really the setting the intention, the following your intuition, the really connecting with, your own answers and things like that. And then we have, the other 5 M's from mindset, $1 million mindset and things like that too. And it's all those pieces together, marketing, it's all of that leads to the final M, which is the monetization. And that's where, you really can create more and more income. Your income does not have to stay stagnant, although I've created that for myself at different times as well. But that is a choice, right? It's sometimes we make the choice to stay stuck or not to grow for whatever reason. We're finding, our comfort zone more important, or, we're not like seeing what we don't see. You don't know what you don't know, those kind of things. So it's really important to see, is there something unconscious that's blocking you? Is it just that you've, really had expectations and you're kind of in a state of frustration, which is not a great place to grow from or manifest from? Or is it you just don't know what to do? Because in that case, you really should have the right support, the right coach, the right mentor to take you where you want to go, and someone who's actually not only created for themselves, but gotten other people to where you want to be as well. So that's all I really have today. I can take some questions from you guys if anyone's on. Hello. Let me know. I can't tell who's on. I don't even know if I can read questions because it's like a weird screen. Hey, Twyla. Now I see him. Hey, Pixie. Well, all right, guys. I am going to go. I might come on and do some psychic biz advising live for a few minutes before my next call. But I'm going to finish this one so everyone can watch. And if you're watching the replay, let me know if this resonated for you. And hi. Happy Wealthy Wednesday.